I'm here with Derek Arden. Hello, Mr. Arden.
Hello, pleased to meet you.
It's a pleasure for me too. Today you're going to have a nice masterclass. But first of all, tell me a little about yourself. Who are you? What's your background?
I was born in London. I've lived in London all my life. I've worked for an international bank in London, and I was fascinated by negotiation skills because I realised that most people, most of the time, aren't good at negotiating. So when I left my full-time job, I decided to travel the world, study the best negotiators in the world at the Harvard Business School, etc., and then talk on it. And following my talks on it, I've been privileged to write 2 books. First one was Power Negotiating, and which has just been translated into Bulgarian, which I'm
Actually, that is the book that has been translated,
yeah,
correct?
Absolutely, and I'm so proud of it that it's in Bulgarian, and privileged to be here with you running a masterclass.
What is it about?
It is about negotiation. It tells you everything you need to know about negotiation.
Your personal experience with examples?
Yeah, fundamentals of it, what everybody needs to know and most people don't know. My personal experiences, some stories where I've had psychological negotiation tactics played on me, where I've read the body language to get a better understanding of what the people were trying to tell me, or if they were telling me lies. Heaven forbid people tell lies in a negotiation, but we need to understand the real truth on what they're talking about, and tips and techniques that people can use in their everyday business life to get them better profits, lower costs, and actually have better relationships with the people that work for them and their families.
So the power of negotiation, correct?
Yeah, the power, and the reason I called it the power is that often people think they're in a weaker negotiation position than they are. But by really understanding what you're trying to negotiate and how you're going to negotiate it, and preparing properly, you can increase your own power. Now, sometimes people don't believe me on that, but believe you me, it's true, and you can really do that. So you do that by the preparation.
Confidence is important.
Confidence, and in the book there's a score sheet which starts with preparation and ends with confidence, and in the middle of it there's questioning, listening tips, bargaining, haggling, tactics, psychological maneuvers, putting yourself in the other person's shoes and finding different ways to find solutions which will make you more confident as a professional negotiator, and we all should be professional negotiators if we're in business.
We're here at the Congress Center today, and you're presenting to a masterclass on the topic of negotiation. Tell me a little more about what you're going to present today and what are the expectations.
Yeah, I'm going to do it in an inspirational way. So my idea is that I keep the audience motivated throughout the whole day by using examples of some professional negotiators, getting them to do a few little examples themselves, which have real learning points that they can put into the workplace the next day. To tell some stories where, I was bugged in Paris on a negotiation, for example. I was thrown out of a negotiation in 30 seconds because I didn't reduce the price. So I've analysed those situations to see how we could look at those and how I could teach those so people didn't have the same problems. So the first part of the day is going to be the fundamentals of negotiation. The second part of the day is going to be the advanced psychology of negotiation. And at the end I'm going to pull it all together with a question and answer session, which I hope the people in Sofia will love, so that they can make some more money tomorrow.
Thank you, Derek. All the best.
It's a pleasure to be here in Sofia. Thank you for inviting me.